Stardew Valley legendary fish. Major spoilers are going to follow, so do not watch this video if you want to figure out how to catch these on your own. So the first step to the major fish, if you notice these little worms sticking out of the ground, you're going to want to take your hoe and you're going to want to dig those up. And as you dig them up, you're going to get a book, which you can also get from fishing chests and maybe a few other places, but the most consistent way is going to be digging them up. Once you get the book, it will automatically be added to your library in the museum. So once it turns 8 a.m., I'm going to walk into the museum and we're going to read the pages here that will tell us how to catch these legendary fish. For mine, it is located right here, Secrets of the Legendary Fish. This will tell you where there are 5 fish that can only be caught by skilled anglers, blah blah blah. Crimson fish lives in the warm oceans of the summer. Glacier fish only appears in winter. Anglerfish can be spotted in fall north of town, and there's a strange rumor of a twisted fish that lives in the sewer, as well as the legend. So I've already caught all of these fish, and if you can't guess, I am in the wrong season for pretty much 3 out of 5 of them, but I'm still going to show you where you can catch all of them. Once again, if you don't want to know where all of these fish are, then don't keep watching, try to figure it out on your own. First thing though, try to get your fishing to level 10. That will help immensely with this kind of goal that you might have, and also try to buy an iridium fishing rod. You should pretty much have an iridium fishing rod before any other iridium tool, and level 10 fishing was the first level 10 skill that I got, so it's not hard to do. I got it by the end of the first summer. You just have to fish a lot, spend a ton of time fishing. Next, you're going to want to get a ton of bait. Now, if you become friends with Linus, you can actually craft a different kind of bait. You can craft the wild bait. Now, I got this after I already caught the fish, so I don't know if this actually makes a big difference, but I think it just increases the bite time. And then you're going to want to come back over here and make trap bobbers, or buy them or get them in some other way. And to make them, let me see if I can find it here. There's one. You need just copper bars and saps. I found these to be the best types of bobbers because they cause the fish to escape slower when you aren't reeling them in. And there's another bobber somewhere here that makes your fishing bar, that one. That'll make the size of that fishing bar a little bit bigger. So if you find that one, try them both. If you find that one is more efficient, then you can use that. So to get this anglerfish, all you're going to want to do is come right here and then just cast straight north, and you will eventually get that fish as long as you're getting it in the fall time. To get the crimson fish, you can only do this in the summertime, and you want to come down to the beach and then come all the way here to the east end, and then go onto that dock over here. Just cast from the very bottom of this dock. Eventually, you will get the crimson fish. He can be a little bit tricky, but I think he was probably one of the easiest of the legendaries. To get the mutant carp, this one probably requires the most amount of work. You need to go into the sewers. Now, to gain access to the sewers, you need to donate 75% of the museum. The fastest way to do that is just to go into the mines, get tons of geodes, break those open, and be sure to dig up any worms that you see so you can get a lot of artifacts. Then you will get the keys to the sewers here, and then you can cast from this area, and you'll be able to catch a mutant carp. Once you catch the mutant carp, it's pretty pointless to fish down here. All you're going to get is algae. On a side note, this guy right here also sells a star drop for 20,000 gold. Catching the glacier fish took me a little while, but to show you where he is, just come to the Wizard's Tower here in Cindersap Forest. This is in the Cindersap part. This guy, as the name would imply, can only be caught in the wintertime. And you're going to want to walk all the way south here of the Wizard's house. And for some reason, entering the sewers made my horse disappear, so now I'm on foot. You're going to want to come near the house where the cat is, and you're going to want to walk onto this island. I believe this is called Arrowhead Island, but I don't know, this is where I caught the fish. And then walk all the way down here and just cast as far out as you can, and you will eventually catch the glacier fish. Now that you have all 4 fish, you're going to need to catch the final one, the legend. Now this one you can only do with level 10 fishing, and he can only be caught while it's raining. I believe he can be caught in the spring, summer, or fall, but I am pretty sure he cannot be caught in the winter while it's snowing. I tried for a really long time when I first tried to get him to catch him in the wintertime, and he just never showed up. But I'm pretty sure, even though the library says that that he should be caught in the spring, that you can catch him in the summer or fall just as long as it rains. To find the location of the legend, you're going to want to come to the mines, and you're going to want to walk just about a little bit south of Linus's house. And you'll see that log right here in the middle of the lake. You're going to want to cast toward that. So you can cast to it from the side, or you can come onto this point right there and cast toward it from that part. Remember that the legend only shows up if you have level 10 fishing, and also if it's raining. You can get level 10 fishing either just by fishing a ton, or you can eat some kind of dishes that will raise your fishing level by 3, but I honestly think that by the time you're going to get to the legend, you're probably just going to have level 10 anyway, so you won't have to worry about that. You can eat a plate if you want to get, I believe it boosts your fishing past 10 anyway, and that might help you a little bit, but most of the time, these legendary fish are just trying them more than once. If you try it once and then fail and get really annoyed, then yeah, you're not really going to get it that easily, but just try them more than once. You'll get lucky eventually, and then you'll catch all 5 legendary fish. Now, just to show that I have in fact caught these, I have the 4 of them here: the mutant carp, the crimson fish, the angler, and the glacier fish. Now, be warned, once you catch one, you can never get it again, so even though they are worth quite a bit of gold, you will never, ever, ever be able to see these fish again unless you make a new account. Now, I seem to have accidentally misplaced, or maybe I accidentally sold the legend fish. That's why he's not sitting here. And that kind of makes me sad because I kind of wish I had all 5 of them. But I have caught them all, and this is how you can take the time in Stardew Valley to get to all 5 legendary fish. Again, on a side note, catching all 5 legendary fish is a requirement to get the Master Angler achievement, and if you want to collect all of the star drops, which I'll have another video on later, then you will need to catch all of the fish to get Master Angler achievement so you can be awarded with a star drop from Willy. So that is it for this video on how to find and catch the legendary fish in Stardew Valley.